Action.
Hello.
Hello.
It's Tuesday.
All day.
And the humidity is real. You don't feel it?
Maybe.
My hair is like showing. It's so it was straight this morning. Happy Tuesday. Christine is gonna have a patch of a time today. So announcements. We have our Labor Day sale. Yes, I have to remember. Memorial Day is in May.
Hey, that's a good way to remember it.
All thanks to Val. And listen, are you supposed to like not wear white after Labor Day or something?
I think so.
Why?
Because that's the way we were raised. You didn't wear white until after Memorial Day and not after Labor Day.
What if you wanted to get married?
Well, that was different.
Okay. But what is it? What does it represent? The white.
Summer.
Summer?
Pure, I don't know.
I'm going
Maybe
to Google this later and then I'm going to give everybody a full report after. Okay, and then what else do we have? We're closed on Labor Day.
Yep.
And then the next week we have Bernina Club on Friday. So just as like a little reminder to everybody, it's no longer on the first Wednesday of every month. It is on the first Friday. First Friday of the month. You want a joke?
I want a joke.
What is red and extremely bad for your teeth?
Lipstick?
Well, that would be a good one too. A brick.
A brick?
Yeah.
That's awful.
You have bricks now?
I guess. Okay, one more.
Maybe not.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
What kind of bear is the most condescending?
I don't know.
A panda.
Bear?
Yeah, panda. Duh. Duh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, it's not that funny, I guess.
It says no longer true, very old fashioned. Purses no longer have to match shoes either. Labor Day is the end of summer. No white after Labor Day until Memorial Day. Not proper etiquette.
That's a very long time to not wear white.
But that's why they have winter white. Which is a cream white.
But that passed?
I have never. It says like we have really slow connection.
Yeah, my phone always does.
Oh, okay. I've never done that, so I don't wear a lot of white.
My
To begin
thing
with.
that I've always been told is to never wear white and red together.
White and red together? Why?
I can't tell you until afterlife.
Okay.
And we have a giveaway. This is going to Donna Conroy.
Yay, Donna.
Yay, Donna.
Yay. All right. I agree. Let's be rebels and wear white.
We're gonna do it.
I will be wearing white on Tuesday.
I'm gonna wear white on Tuesday.
Okay, so today we are going to do some patches using the double-sided Bond Pro from Kimberbell. But we're gonna do it a little bit differently than like a traditional patch. I'm gonna use the icon in the machine. So I'm gonna talk about some of like what I did because I did a lot of things.
She experimented.
So, and I ironed it on just to like see the difference too on what they look like. So I did one on just the OESD glitter, which works great. I did it on felt, and then I made a different one here. And this one I added the glitter behind the felt. This one I just did as like kind of a traditional patch, so the stitching goes all the way to the edge. And then this one I messed up on, and we'll talk about that later. But we are going to create a patch just using our machine. So I'm not bringing in a design from somewhere, and I'm not doing any of that. I literally am just creating it from the machine. So I'm going to go into our embroidery designs. I am using the Radiance, but you could do this with anything that's built into your machine, really. I'm going to go to the letter one, and I'm going to bring in the Good Vibes, and I'm going to push set. I am going to make this smaller because it's kind of large for a patch, but you could do it bigger or smaller. But we're going to go into our size icon. We are going to click our icon over here that's going to change our stitch count for us if we go bigger or smaller. And I am going to go smaller. I'm going to do it as small as it will go, and I'm going to push OK. Then I am going to push this shield icon, which is technically called an applique icon, and I believe this icon goes all the way down to the Illissimo. So any machine from the Illissimo to here will do this function. So you'll click that, and what that does is it adds a satin stitch around your design. Okay, so you can change the distance of that. You can make it go closer or farther away. I'm going to leave it at the 2.220, and I'm going to push OK. So talking about some of the things that I did here. So there is a place in the design where you could either tack down fabric or tack down your stabilizer, whatever you're wanting to do. So that is when you could put the glitter in the background. You could put the actual stuff for the patch on the back, and that's what we're going to do today. So it'll actually stitch it in. So you can do this just on like, you don't have to do it on felt. You could do it just on the glitter if you wanted to, or you can do it on felt, but you have to stitch onto something, obviously. So we have our wash away stabilizer is what the stabilizer we're using is. But when I say that, I have this great idea that I was going to stitch. So I just brought in lettering from the machine. So this is just built-in font. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stitch this out, and then I'm going to add the glitter, and then I'll do my satin stitching. But when I wash this, now my lettering will be by itself off of here. And the only thing that's going to be attached is the satin stitching. So when you do it, if you want to do a patch with just using the glitter, make sure you stitch onto the glitter, not onto just wash away stabilizer. Okay? All right. Any questions?
Is the Good Vibes design built into the machine?
The Good is built into the Radiance. I couldn't tell you if it's built into any of the other machines. I have no idea, but it is built into the Radiance. Okay?
So in your playing with this, have you stumbled across a design that doesn't let you do that applique button?
I haven't. I mean, there might be some that I would think maybe are not meant to be.
Right, like the giant pirate ship?
Yeah, or like they're a fill or something, and they're just like not meant to be an applique design or a patch or something. So yes, I could see that, you know, you could bring in something and maybe it'll be grayed out, like you can't use it. But like even bringing in your own font. So like on this one, I've brought in font just from the machine itself and just created this myself. And I know I lost part of my tube.
I was like, is that supposed to be like that?
No, it came unstitched. So I just created that you make what you want and then you stamp it. Basically. Okay. So I am going to turn the projector on just so that I can see where to place my fabric. I know that I have enough, but if you're ever okay. So I'm just going to use felt. So we're going to place our piece of felt on top, and then we are going to go to embroidery and thread our machine.
So, Laura, I do believe that you could just use fabric. The felt is really to give the patch itself some body and stability. So fabric should be fine. And I think like where Christine just brought up her lettering, it wouldn't be attached to anything that would be connected to the satin stitch. But if there were letters that
Or like
you
a
wanted
single
to,
letter?
yeah,
Yeah.
you could do a single letter. You could do a single design to have it kind of look like a freestanding lace type thing. And then I think it would be very, depending on the design, it could be difficult for you to then trace or get the double-sided Bond Pro onto it. But you could even have it be that.
Yeah.
And then, therefore, it would look like it's embroidered straight onto it. Right?
I don't know. Are you talking about like stitching it out onto the
Like a
dissolve away?
cursive Christine.
Mm.
Where all the letters are connected.
And you
Wash away.
Stabilizer. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that would work.
I'm gonna try this.
Okay. Just because
I'm gonna make you a Taylor Swiftie.
You need the Bond Pro or whatever you're using to make the pattern.
But it wouldn't adhere onto the thread.
Possibly. Try it out.
Can you use cork?
Yes. I mean, I think you could use
Anything.
honestly anything. I wouldn't. So I know like it kind of doesn't really matter because Kimberbell's glitter isn't a thing anymore. But that is a different type of material, and I wouldn't necessarily make that out of patch.
It tears really easily.
Yeah, punctures really easy. So that's why I was using the OESD glitter because it has more body. Is it glowing out?
I'm gonna clean my lens, guys.
How come?
It just looks blurry, and I can't tell if it's like. No, it's definitely the phone.
Oh, also, doing it the way that I'm going to do it right now, I'm going to show you guys how to actually attach this in the hoop instead of tracing and then cutting out. I would advise to use anti-glue needles or non-stick needles because this is very adhesive, sticky.
Yeah.
So I would advise you to do that as well.
It's very tacky.
Very tacky.
And what cork are you using? I mean, what felt are you using? Wow.
So this is actually the OESD felt.
The OESD.
And the only reason being is because I like the white better. It's more of like a vibrant white than the Kimberbell felt.
Yeah.
The only reason.
Hi, Mary. We are making patches. Christine has shared some of the samples she made. She showed one of her learning curves on one of them.
I swear I never have my scissors.
Is the sticky stuff being sewn through? So Patty, the sticky stuff that she's talking about, it's going to be sewn through because she's showing you how to make it a part of the project before you take it out of the hoop. So therefore, it's being attached to your project with the needle on your machine. Which is a needle on your machine? Hi, Christine.
Which I have done it both ways. So like on the big one, I attached it to the back, like while it was in the embroidery hoop. And then like on this one, I did it after the fact. Both ways work. I just think it's easier to have it already done and ready to cut for you than tracing it and doing it yourself. But both ways work.
Yep, Christine was saying that the side that you're supposed to trace on is kind of hard to get the markings on. So I think this is why she wants to show you this, because it's a little bit of an easier route. Hi, Lisa. Our anniversary is coming up soon. What are we going to do?
Okay, so I'm just changing my thread to the next color.
Hello, Havana. Lisa, I just had to like do some math. It'll be 6 for me. Hi, Pat. So, Patty, OESD Badge Master is a specific stabilizer that they promote in making patches. We have a handful of people who work in the store who would rather use other items because of how sticky it gets. But it is a great option.
Mm-hmm. And I think depending on what kind of patch you're doing too, like a Girl Scout pouch, for instance, where it's like a lot of just stitching, I think, and you're doing multiple of them,
Yeah.
the Badge Master works really good. But I think it just depends on preference and what you're doing.
Kind of want to throw my phone.
Not working?
It keeps getting all fuzzy. I feel like I'm sweating bullets. Were you all able to log on and see the video from Kate, Patrick, Matt, and Cindy yesterday? Pat, we are making patches today. That would be a really cool idea, Bev. She said to make a patch for in pink for October for Breast Cancer Month.
That would have been a good one. I could have done that.
Yes, Patty, they were having some issues with their connection, and after that video, it did take some time, but they were able to go live again.
I only got the one notification.
Me too. I had to go and look for it. And then I texted Matt and I said, everything good? And he was like, yeah, why?
Huh.
Because you guys went missing for like 23 minutes. it is online. You know, to the Facebook page and scroll down. Or what I recommend is downloading our app. I think that platform is a lot easier.
Yeah. For comments.
Yes, for comments sold. I just like the way that you can see the products when there's a comment sold sale going on live. And I guess checking out is easier. I wouldn't know because I haven't purchased anything on comments sold. Mona said that she saw them on Gloria Horn's video. Like you saw Above and Beyonders on Gloria Horn's video? Is that what you mean?
Okay, now I was gonna do like a shade in the O. So I'm gonna change my thread for that.
Sandy, our embroidery unit, and specifically just our embroidery unit, has a little hum to it. You're not crazy.
Nope.
You're not making it up.
It exists.
Susan says it's way too easy to buy with the app. Oh, Tammy said that they were recording at the same time Kate acknowledged them.
Oh, that's funny.
I was listening, but I was feeding my dogs and my children. So my ears saw more than I did.
Okay, so at this point, it's going to do like the outline stitch of your applique. So you can do, if you're wanting to put like the glitter behind it, I would suggest doing this stitch that's next and trimming your felt up to that stitch, then placing your glitter, which is actually going to be right side up, and you're going to place it behind your design, behind the hoop, and tape it. And then I would take and place my Bond Pro over that. So you would have 2 layers, but you're going to want to trim your felt first. I guess I could just do that. So I'm going to do this, which is technically a placement stitch. But if you want the glitter to like show, you want to have your front felt cut to be smaller than after your satin stitching, if that makes sense. Okay, so we've done our placement stitch. I'm going to trim my felt up to that stitch all the way around.
Annette, I didn't see an order for you, and Matt did kind of briefly go over in the video that if there were any issues that you guys were able to call him or email him to get it situated. Have you happened to do that yet? If not, I would be happy to have Matt reach out to you tomorrow.
Okay, so I have trimmed my felt. Okay, I am going to take my piece of glitter. Hopefully it's big enough. I'm going to trim my outside thread here. Okay, so we're going to take our piece of OESD glitter. We're going to lay it right side down. So yeah, right side up on the back of our hoop. And I'm going to tape it in place.
So right side down.
Right side down. Yes, right side down. And I'm going to tape it in place. Okay, so I am also going to take the Bond Pro. So there are two different sides. What? Why are you laughing?
Because
So-
I love you so much.
There is like a paper side and then there's like a bumpier side. You want the bumpier side to go
Over it.
Yeah, but you want it to be facing up, right? From the back of your hoop.
Right, but it's facing up when you have your hoop turned to the front.
Right.
So if you have your hoop
Turn to the back.
turned,
want
that way you want
right
it
side down.
right side down.
So you want it paper side facing you. And you're going to tape that in place as well. Hopefully this works this way. I didn't try it this way. So we're going for it. Okay. And then I didn't worry about changing my bobbin because it's a, oh, please hold. This is what you wanted to do. So the next one is going to tack down those two materials. So we're going to do our tack down, but I want to trim my Bond Pro away before I do my satin stitching. Because I want to leave like 1/8 of an inch seam of my glitter from my satin stitching. So I'm going to tack those down. You're going to turn it over and you're only going to trim away the Kimberbell Patch Bond Pro.
Double-sided Bond Pro.
Double-sided Bond Pro. Trim that up to your stitches, not cutting your
Glitter.
glitter.
Annette, I'll have Matt reach out to you tomorrow. They are, I don't know when they land here.
I don't either.
So heat and bond is fusible on one side, right?
Yep. Well, no, it's fusible on both sides, but it's not permanent. So you have to still do
So it's good
stitching.
to like
for applique.
stick something down in place in order to stitch it.
Right. This
Right.
is meant to just be ironed down. And then it's forever. Okay. All right. So this is what the back of my hoop looks like. So here is the stabilizer that is going to become sticky. So at this point, I am going to take and iron this down to my patch. Then we're going to do the satin stitching and then we'll trim everything out. Okay? Oh no, my iron didn't stay on.
Shoot, Bop.
So basically the Kimberbell product is you want to adhere it to the back of your patch. And then when you're ready to put your patch onto something, you tear that paper off and then it's adhesive and ready to be ironed down again.
It was so fuzzy.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And so I double clicked it, which turns it on me. What are you going to put this on?
I don't know.
Your hack pack?
Yep.
On Dylan's hack pack? Or the green one on Dylan's hack pack? I would personalize one and say, making good choices, and put it on the front of Lily's backpack. And I'm only really saying that because we went to the Secret here Friday.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Matt was like, when was the last time Lindsay Lohan's movies were in the theaters? I was like, I have no idea, but I know she had the one on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. It does look good.
Lisa, the designs are built into the machine.
But I mean, you could, there, on Etsy, they have lots of patches that you can download.
Oh, yeah.
Stitch out. This is just a way to use, you could do your own lettering too. Make your own patches. With your machine.
Very humid here. I keep all water-soluble stabilizers in a container with a something.
Oh, I bet. Like a moisture thing.
Desiccant?
Yeah, it's like, it absorbs moisture that's in the air.
So, we're not normally a humid place. So it feels odd. I got the kids out of the car this morning when we were walking up to the school. And Lily's like, Mom, it smells and feels like Mexico. I was like, that would be humidity. And then Miko's like, no, Mom, it's smoke.
Well, it is easy.
It is, yeah. So the glitter that you have silver under there, right?
Yeah.
You just can't see the color of it because she put it on the bottom of her hoop. So therefore, you're seeing the felt and the stabilizer. When she removes the stabilizer, you're then going to be able to see the glitter.
I want the glitter to kind of act as like this.
So in
border.
other words, you have to be good at what I'm terrible at. Trimming at 1/8 of an inch.
I'm not very good at it either.
I hate it.
So now we are going to trim everything together. And we used wash away stabilizer. So once you've trimmed, you'll just wash that little bit of stabilizer. So you are going to trim up like about 1/8 of an inch. If you want it a little bit bigger, you can, but kind of just following the outline.
Hi, Marge. The stabilizer she used is a wash away.
Okay, and I'm just gonna try to trim this a little bit. I don't want to go get it wet. I mean, I guess I can. But so then the stabilizer, you would just have to get this, like the little outline pieces wet, and that will dissolve away. And I did do this with the patch. So was it this one? I think it might have been the other one, but I did get it wet with the Bond Pro stabilizer. Like, I didn't get the whole thing soaking wet. I just got what I needed to get wet, and it worked. So it was fine. Which I would assume so, since it's a patch and you're probably going to put it on something that you wear.
Which will be washed.
Okay, so there's sort of, you get the point. So this is what, and then I would get this wet just to get everything away. But then you have your patch. So it has the outline, satin outline. The glitter is this kind of like a border. And then your stabilizer that you would want to tear away is all in here, and you would peel this away, and now this is adhesive, and you will iron this down to your jacket or your backpack or your shirt or your pants, whatever you are wanting to iron it down on.
I'm gonna put those on my pants. I'm gonna have good vibe pants.
Good vibes.
Good
Good
vibes.
vibes only. And also this piece, like if let's say you didn't want to, you can press this back on here.
Save it for later.
I just did it to see if it worked, and it did.
It did.
So, but yeah, this is maybe a patch.
Making patches.
Okay, getting through life one patch at a time.
That would have been a good one.
But do we need to go over anything? Are we good?
Nope, I think we're good. Susan, no sewing needed.
I mean, I feel like you could always sew it down if you want to. Like, that's just, right? I mean, give it a little more stability, but I don't think you have to. Like, it's not necessary.
It's not necessary. But if you want to, you can.
Yes.
I mean, the whole purpose of the stabilizer is so that it's permanent.
Yep. You just iron it down, and it's
forever.
All right.
You can't even get it off with tweezers.
Okay, so you can do it with just stitching. You can do it with some little bling.
I like the bling.
You can do it only on bling.
I like the only on bling too.
I think this would look really cute if it said Barbie.
Yes. Yes.
And that is just a built-in font of your machine. So
super cute.
Utilize what you got.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. And then tomorrow, Kate is doing mystery. So we'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Bye.